Okay, YouTube's up and running. All right, so again, watching the market here, you can see what's happened here. We had a nice move up here this morning. Market internals were bullish. They're still bullish. They did pull back some for about half an hour, and now they're bouncing back up again. But getting much choppier at this point. You can see what the market's doing right here. Very choppy. So again, I'm out of my QS calls. Those continued up to 16, 17. I could have made more money on those. And I took my IONQ profits there. I guess it flattens out right there. Kumar, CEG, going from an okay chart to be extended. Yeah. Constellation Energy. Big move up here last 3 days. Here it is right here. Again, it's kind of a FOMO situation right now where it's moving up strongly. Hard to chase something like that. You know, you can intraday trade stocks like this. If you like them long, they get pulled back to the VWAP or to the 15 EMA, and then enter them as they bounce. If you've got the momentum indicators going in your favor, which you don't right now. But it moved up pretty strongly. So if it moves back to the 15 to the VWAP and then bounces off of it, and this goes blue, then you can take it for an intraday trade, just like you do a SPY Super System trade on the SPY, which you obviously can't take right now. Hey Jeff, good morning. Good morning, Heaven. Hey Carter. Who you? Carter, I'm not sure what any of that means. All right, so market had a nice move up here this morning. New all-time high right here, 672.28. Starting to flatten out a little bit right now, so we're just kind of watching. Again, we had a beautiful trade today in Sienna. Took profits in Sienna today. Took profits in UNH if you were in that one overnight. That worked beautifully as well. Then RGTI had a second RGTI position on. I took profits in that today. Also traded QS as a lottery. Just a quick trade in QS this morning. It took the $15 calls, I think, for about 37 cents and got rid of them at 60 cents, and now they're probably up to about $1.20 right now. Moved up quite a bit. And I took profits. I did a trade in IONQ, just an intraday trade here this morning as it broke up off the VWAP, and just took profits in that just a few minutes ago. That's about it for today so far. I'm actually thinking of adding some more Tesla put weekly ATMs. I'm sorry, put credit spreads on Tesla, because it's pulled down quite a lot today. I'm watching the 15 EMA on the daily. If it bounces off the 15 EMA on the daily, I'll probably add some more put credit spreads, because we took half of them off already for a nice profit. I might put another half back on again, if I can get the dollar or more for them. Just a lot of sideways moving. Now this compression, big move up to a new all-time high. Market just compressing now. Jeff, you're still working on understanding algo's lines. I believe you said they can sometimes be breached. Yes, they can. Obviously, they're going to get breached at some point. Would an L plus from 623 connecting to 8.1 and 8.21 still be a valid line? On the SPY, let me look. 623 to 8.1. June 23rd. $6.23 to 8.1. Let me get that. Jeff, that's not valid anymore. That the 623 to 8.1, that was it was broken once on September 2nd, right, and then bounced back above it again, and then it pulled back below it again on 9:25 and broke through it again. I would say at this point in time, that's really not a valid line. I would actually connect that at this point. I would take the connection on that line. Oops. And I would move it up, and I would connect it to the bottom of 9.2, and that becomes your valid algo line at that point. Okay, market just flat as a pancake here right now after a nice move up again. We're up today a 0.5%, well, almost a 0.5%, 0.4% on the SPY. Um, triple Qs up about barely up, 0.09%. They're the weakest. The IWM has been the strongest today. Still up 1.2%, although it's pulled right back to the VWAP here. Is it too late to get into the QS trade? Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't take QS right now. I pointed out what the theory was on that this morning. Let me show you. Okay, it's a doji sandwich setup. Right, this is a doji sandwich. Here's the setup right here. Big green candle, doji. So this candle here, when I took it this morning, wasn't up. It was up around 15, 18 or something. So I took calls in that thing. I took the $15 calls for about 37 cents and rode these up because I was expecting is this candlestick to be roughly the size of this candlestick. This is way too extended to be trying to chase it here because it, this move on this stock right on this candle right here was basically $12 to $14.85. So about $2.80 on this one, about $2.80. This one has moved up today so far from $14.24 to $16.40, about $2.16. It's getting pretty close to maximizing what a doji sandwich setup would be. That's why I took that today, and I took my profits. But yeah, you wouldn't chase it up here, no. It's just FOMO if you're chasing it up there. About 10 minutes to 12, SPY trying to get green here again. Market internal starting to bounce back up again here now. I would say that's not a bad SPY super system setup right here. iRobot strong, Harry. I'll get to it in just a second here. Just took some SPY calls here just to see if we get a quick pop. Getting a nice pop right off the 15 right here. Again, market internals moving up, and so is the momentum here. So I just took some quick SPY calls. Just look for shoot for a quick profit in this thing, because I don't know how high these things are going to go today. That's it. That's a new all-time high right there. Just put in 622.33. Market internal still strong here. I'm going to just try to grab it like quick 15, 20 cents off of the SPY here. Let's see if the SPY can breach that high again. Again, I'm just watching the SPY super system trade I'm in right here. I took the 671 calls. I'm up about 20 cents on them right now. Any kind of weakness here at all, I'm going to take them off. Market internal still moving up pretty nicely though. Still going here. Again, I paid 150 for those 671 calls on the SPY expiring today. Paid 150. They're at 182 right now. All right, I took them off at 180, 150 out of 180. So I'm out of the SPY super system trade. Still might keep going. Again, I wanted to get into some other stuff here. We have some questions and comments. So anyway, I took a quick 30 cents on those. Sean, how do I choose the strike price when I take calls on the SPY? Well, I took the on the SPY right here. I taken the 671s. I think. Is that what I said? Let me look. I take them one strike in the money usually. Yeah, I took the 671s when it was close to 672. So one strike in the money on the strike price. UNH alert above the VWAP. Thanks, Maxim. You're welcome, Doug. Spike Super System call. Yeah, that worked pretty nice. What is the longest losing streak so far? For me, the longest losing streak, I think, in the 3.5 years I've had the room, or almost 4 years in the room, I think the most. It's hard to say because you put some trades on, and you have some that's been on a week, some that's been on 2 days, some that's been on 3 weeks. So how do you call losers in a row? But I think probably the most consecutive losses I've had is 3, I would say. And I think the most wins I've had in a row was 25. Shy, thanks for the super system caller. Perfect caller, yep. Nice, helpful in the middle of work to grab a few $100, yep, and a candle. Yeah, it was a nice move in the SPY. Again, it still could keep going, but I'm happy with the profits on that. Yeah, UNH pullback. What he's talking about on UNH right here is this UNH pullback to the VWAP. Probably a good entry for a long right here. Again, this is would be like a SPY super system trade on UNH. Look at it over here. See what it looks like. See the momentum indicator right there moving up, going bullish as it breaks above the 15 and the VWAP. Nice little entry right there for UNH. These things are not cheap, by the way. These are expensive options. And you want to make sure you go out at least a week, if not 2 weeks on them, even though you might get out of them today. Nice look on that one. Nice look, Maxim, on that. All right, I think I missed one from Doug. Not from Doug, from Ari. iRobot strong. Okay, thank you. Yeah, pretty big move in iRobot today. It's approaching the 200-day moving average. Yeah, about 25 cents below the 200. Yep. Another crazy stock that's come down so much over the years. Look at this thing. $218 up here on iRobot. So it's just, I don't think it's like a swing trade you'd want to take. Perhaps maybe intraday, but I like this UNH setup though. Okay, see if we have any questions over in the YouTube room. Hey Sam, good morning. Is a doji sandwich like a bull flag pattern? Not necessarily. I mean, it can be, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a bull flag pattern. This one here on QS that I took today, I mean, this could be considered a bull flag. See the big volume there? So that's kind of a bull flag, but it's actually part of this initial bull flag right here. And it's just a PBO. This is a PBO, a pullback opportunity with a big green candle, a doji, and then another green candle here. So that's, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bull flag. It's more of just a 3 candle setup. It doesn't have to be off of a bull flag. Okay, so that SPY super system trade worked beautifully. There's been a couple of them today that have been nice. So we're doing all right on those. UNH in the daily chart, it's still pretty bullish here. It is a little extended from the 8. It's trading at 363 right now. The 8 is at 350. It's about $13 extended. The ATR is about $9. So it's expended about one and a half ATR. But for the 5-minute chart, the setup's pretty nice right here. Big pullback through the VWAP, coming back up again with some nice green candles with the momentum moving up. And the momentum's still moving up in the market. So you've got a little bit of a market tailwind with you. Pretty expensive though, UNH. 360s, 370, 357.50s are about $11 for next week. Tesla's still not able to get off the blocks here. CoreWeave right now, our put credit spread on CoreWeave right now is down to 27 cents. 27 cents. These are the 110, 105s that expire on the 17th. So if it gets to 25, I'm going to take them off. I get that 27 right now. Perhaps we'll be able to close it out today and take profits in that. That'd be a nice profit on CoreWeave. It's trading at almost $140 right now. So it doesn't need to move too much for us to get filled in that. Depends on what the spread is on them. Let me look. Yeah, spreads are about 10 cents wide. That's not too bad. So again, trading at 28 cents right now. I still got a 25 level set on there. If you want to take it off right now at 27, 28, go ahead. Nothing wrong with that. A couple cents isn't going to matter. And you've taken all your risk off the table when you do that. One of my thoughts about selling 1/3 of BMNR at the resistance of 59. I don't know. I mean, I'm holding shares in this thing. I'm gonna hold it. I think. They're dealing in cryptos. It's got up to about 64 before. I think I'm gonna hold it. I think there's more upside to it. But nothing wrong with selling part of it if you want to take some profits on it. I mean, nothing wrong with that. UNH looking pretty good here. I did take some calls on UNH for next week just to day trade this. I paid $10.90 for the 357.50s on UNH. 357.50s for next week. I paid $10.90. Again, they're pretty expensive. Right now trading at 11.18. But anyway, you see where it went to today. It was up to 368. It's another $5 to the upside. So I'm gonna hang in and see if I can get a couple of bucks out of this thing. Should have stuck with that QS. I get in at 37. I get out at 60 cents. It's trading at $1.38 right now. It's pretty much made that's the doji sandwich. It's created a complete doji sandwich. Maxim. Yeah, CoreWeave still has an okay picture on the HA daily candles. Yeah, no, it looks pretty good. The daily chart looks pretty good on CoreWeave. It's trading, above this 134.50 level that was kind of important. It's kind of moving through here. This got us. This is where we took profits in those calls we really get bailed out on that trade right there. And then we also have obviously the put credit spreads on, which is looking pretty nice right now. Again, I'll try to close those today if I can. There's UNH looking pretty nice here. Get out of the SPY trade, ZJ. You like the SPY trades, Elias? Yeah, when you get a good trending day like this, you can do some good jobs with that. Yeah, I exited the SPY trade. I took I think $30 a contract or something. I was getting in for $1.50 and out for $1.80. What did I pay for the UNH 357.50s? UNH 357.50s. I paid. Where is it? Here you go. That's not it. $10.90. I paid $10.90 for the 357.50s for next week. They're 11.05 right now. We haven't changed much. We'll see if this break above the VWAP works. By tapering off a little bit here. Energy level. Don't ignore this, Elias. These need to be taken off of here. This energy level and this trend up need to be gone. This is the only thing that matters of these three up here. These were something we tested out a good long time ago. They don't work. This is what we're using right here for market internals. I would say they don't work. They're not effective. VSAT up today about 3%, trading it. It's got right to the 3204, which was the next resistance level on VSAT. Again, we've got these till the 17th. Pulled down pretty hard, pretty much scared everybody here on this flush down the other day. In the morning, which I was trying to counsel people not to panic. Wait to see what it does at the end of the day, since we're only interested in daily candlesticks, and it came right back up again. And now it's up above the 8 and 15, went through the 30.50 after 32.04. Get this next resistance level if it clears here to 33.85. Not really very extended either, so we'll give this some time. Oh, 12.15 right now. Yeah, the VOLD is the it's the difference between you take the total number of the total volume when stocks moving up and subtract the total volume when stocks moving down, and that gives you the volume, the difference between the buying and the selling. They call it VOLD on here, and it tells you if it's green or yellow or green or blue, and it says up, it's trending up. If it's green, it says it's trending up pretty strongly. If it's yellow or red, it'll say down, then you're trending down. And this tells you what the overall market is doing, the whole New York Stock Exchange. Okay, again, I use T2104 on my TC2000 to identify it. And I have a line that shows that. But this is a T2104 right now on TC2000. You can see this is the 5-minute chart on this thing. You can see from this morning the market internals. This is market internals. You see how they've been going up all day long. all day long. And this blue purple line right here, that's the market internals on TC2000. It corresponds directly to the the one on VOLD over there. So that since the software runs on Thinkorswim, I'm using the VOLD to identify the market internals for everybody who's using the SPY Super System. Again, this comes with the SPY Super System. You buy the software, this comes with it. Harry pointing out Bitcoin is really strong. May break its high of 125,200. Yeah, some pretty big moves in crypto stocks today. Coin broke right through its momentum, its gap fill, went right through it. Riot's up about 6, it's almost 7% today. Mara up well nicely. Moving up here, and again I took some UNH calls for next week. Just trying to make a couple of bucks on them today. A couple $100 a contract. About 12:18. I'm gonna take lunch in about a half an hour. I'll be here for about another. I'm gonna trade for about another half an hour. I'm getting this UNH trade on right now. I'm out of my QS. I could have made a heck of a lot more money on QS, but I didn't. And IONQ, I took profits in that. There's another little pop in it right there. Still a nice setup on the daily chart, by the way. IONQ. I'm just again day trading these things right now. We had really good profits today on UNH from a swing trade basis that we took off RGTI, second position in that. That worked beautifully this morning. We took profits in Sienna. That was a really nice trade as well. And I'm watching CoreWeave to close out that put credit spread as well. Getting close. Where is it right now? Yeah, 29 cents is trading at 29 cents. Again, we collected $1 or to $1.05 on that CoreWeave. Go $1 to $1.10. And I'm still watching Tesla. I want to see its support on the 15 EMA. If it supports on the 15 EMA today, I'll probably take some more put credit spreads. I'll take the ones that we took profits in. I might put them back on again if I can get enough for them. And right now they're going for $1.10, which is plenty. Those are the 400 395s. 400 395s. But I don't want to. I got to be careful here. I don't want to risk this thing falling apart. Because if it gets below the 15, it's just got some horizontal support levels below it. There's no major support if it blows below the 15 until it gets down to the 50, which is down around 364. I bit 70 straddle, Ari. And it's moving up pretty nicely. $0.70 for the $1.70 ATR. Yeah, that's a pretty good price, really. 70-cent straddle on that for a 70 straddle. You know, you don't. The big problem, of course, it's only today. It needs to move that much this afternoon. But yeah, you have to be careful about the ATR. When you look at the ATR and you see that it's $1.60, $1.70. Okay, but it's 12:20 here. It's 12:20. We're halfway into the day, so that ATR doesn't mean as much when you've only got a few hours left to go. So you really need stock that's going to have a decent momentum one way or the other. So this could easily go 70 cents, of course. But just remember, it's not as effective to use the ATR when you have such a short period of time left. But if you took it, you're probably making money on it right now. It's just jumped from $70 to $70.22. It doesn't move the whole have to move the whole 70 cents either. We need kind of flattening out a little bit here right now. SPY also flattening out a little bit. It's getting moves up. The market's moving up, pulling back. See how it gets in this kind of a pattern today. Had a nice little move up this morning. Pulled back to the 15. Moved up beautifully. Came right back to the 15. Moved up beautifully. Pulling back again right now. Right back to the 15 again. It's been doing this several times. SPY coming back down to the 15 again here. Watching the market internals also starting to, well, they're chopping around there. I wouldn't say they're drifting down. They're moving up and down, up and down. Hey, ZJ, what time are the days of the alerts released? It depends on when we take the trade. Um, so there's no specific time. The alerts are going to be released when the trade is there. I can't I can't time the alerts based on any particular time of the day. I have to base them on the trade. When the setup looks good, we'll take it. We'll put them out there. So they can come any time of the day. Usually not before about 10 or 11 o'clock. But usually sometimes, between 11, 12 up to around 3. So if you got 12-hour difference, yeah, you're gonna have. But again, if you get them, a lot of times if you don't see them till the next day, the trade's still good. You can still put it in at that price. Just depends. But yeah, so there is no specific time for them. We haven't done an alert now since. This week, yesterday we did this weekly ATM. I'm not sure what time that went out. It was fairly early in the day, but I don't know what time they'll go. There's no way to really tell. If the trade's there, then we take it. It's not. If we did, I'm not likely taking any swing trades right now, today until I see what the SPY does. There's a little too much risk right now of the market pulling back. Just temporarily or briefly, but it still looks like it could, just because of the pattern it's in. Again, this is the same pattern we've seen over and over again. Pulls down, moves up, pulls down, moves up, pulls down, moves up. This has been going on for months here. Pulls down, moves up. So you don't know how big this recovery is going to be before it rolls back over again. But pulls down, but moves up, pulls down, moves up. Just keeps doing this. So when you pull down, we saw this as a great opportunity to go long here, right here, after this candle. But right now we've got 4 good days in a row. Can you get 5 or 6? Sure, but you're also likely to get something like this, up and then move back and then come back toward the 8. So that's why I'm holding off on any more swing trades right now. Yeah, ZJJ, where are you? That you get a 12-hour difference. We have William in the room is trading from Vietnam. He's also got a 12-hour difference. So he is up late doing these things. To adjust his trading schedule based on that. Shy Etsy back to relative strength, higher day. Etsy, okay. Yep, and moving up nicely on Etsy. breaking out, trying to break out. 75.77 is a breakout. It just broke over that. You're watching the SPY here, so it pulls back to the 15. And again, I do have UNH on right now for next week's calls. China, yeah, that's a long, obviously another 12 hours. Again, I have a lot of folks trade with a lot of different time zones. So obviously you have to adjust to it. But again, there is no definitive time for the when the alerts go out. Again, it's unlikely to be an alert today. I don't know for sure. It's unlikely to be an alert today, except for something like closing the core view trade, core weave. Are you waiting to see if IBIT breaks 70.50? Yeah. Yeah, that would be it. It's right at 70.50 right now. So obviously you're in the money on the way in the money on the call side. You don't want this thing to start to pull back. You want to take profits if it moves up, and then to reverse its head back down again, because it'll drain the premium out of there pretty quickly. Yeah, William says nighttime trading is hard. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's hard to focus when it's the middle of the night for you. UNH starting to bounce a little bit off of the 15. Slide back down to the 15. SPY still just kind of chopping sideways here. UNH trying to bounce a little bit. Again, I'm just trying to get a couple bucks a contract out of UNH today. We'll see what happens. I still like the setup, but it is a little too high for me to really try to swing right now. Still waiting for Tesla to see if it's going to hold the 15. So far, no indication that we are. It hasn't bounced off of it yet, at least. Macy's trading very nicely on a weekly ATM. The weekly ATM on Macy's, because we just got it yesterday, so it's pretty even. We sold the puts. The $18 puts for next week, we sold them for 32 cents. They're going for 29 cents right now, so up about $3 on those things. But the 17 puts for the November are also down about the same. So we're pretty flat on the trade, which is that's fairly expected after one day. Maxim took 50 cents on a quick bounce in Irene, off the 50-day moving after the 15 EMA. Here's Irene. Yeah, that's a SPY super system trade on it right there. See how it breaks right there above the 15. This is where he took it most likely right there, as it went from selling to buying. Bounced above the 15, rides it up 50 cents. Yeah, nice trade. You can trade these all the time for stocks, for the indexes and stuff. You just, you've got to be nimble on these things, because it's not necessarily going to keep on going. Nice trade, Maxim. Very nice. Well, 12:42. I'm going to take lunch here in about 3 minutes, and just watching the market in the meantime. Watching all the money I left on QS. Still made nice money on it. Oops. IONQ moving back up again. Moved up. I took nice profit on IONQ. It's moving back up again. It's a good setup on the daily chart. All right, I'm gonna stop, get some lunch. UNH trying to grind up here. Market internal still holding up relatively bullish. I mean that they're flattening out quite a bit from what they were earlier, but they definitely have a divergence to the SPY. As the SPY pulls down right now, market internals are still going up. So I'm sticking with UNH, and I'm going to get some lead. So that's my plan. Okay, I'm going to have to shut down YouTube feed now. Thanks very much for being here today, everybody. Appreciate your being in the room. Again, rightlinetrading.com if you want to take a become a member of the room for the option trading room. Open here, we're here every day from market open to market close. Also the alert service, or you can buy the software, or both. The software is excellent. This is something that I think everybody who trades is going to benefit from, letting you know when the institutions are in trades or not. It's going to give you an edge over the other retail traders, and there's millions of them around the world. So again, thanks everybody from YouTube. Have a great weekend, and thanks Sam. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.